What's good, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and this Saturday we have a really good fight night card headlined by Magny and Carlos Prates. And in this video I'm gonna give my predictions for all the fights on the main card and kind of give a breakdown for some of these fights. And with that being said, let's get right on to the first fight, and that's gonna be Mazur Abdulmalik versus Dusko Todorovic. And in this fight I got Abdulmalik beating Dusko. Abdulmalik, he has a lot of power in his hands. He's a very athletic fighter. He does get a bit sloppy whenever he gets a bit tired, like we saw in the Contender Series. But I think he's going to get a stoppage here. I think that his opponent has a bit of a weak chin in Dusko. He has been knocked out 3 times in the UFC. I mean, he is a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, but given that Abdulmalik trains at such a high-level camp like Extreme Couture, I think that that's gonna reflect very well. And I bring that up because where you train matters in your style to an extent. Sometimes if you train at a certain gym, you're gonna pick up certain patterns that some of your teammates have or some of your coaches have.
One thing that I always look at is where they're training, because then from there you can tell, okay, like, you know, you train in Florida, Henry Hoots, your coach. Okay, I know exactly how you're gonna check a kick. I know exactly you got that Dutch style. Oh, you train, with these guys over here. Oh, I know exactly what their style is, kind of thing. So you break down. For me, I break down from where they train at. Then I look at what's their strengths, what's their weaknesses, and kind of go from there.
Wow,
But I got Abdulmalik winning by second round TKO. Then we've got Luna Punero versus Jillian Robertson, and I think that Jillian is going to win this fight. She has momentum right now. She's on back-to-back wins in 2024. She's staying active. This is like her 3rd fight this year. And she looks like she's getting better on the feet. She looks like she's putting everything together a bit better. And Luana Pinero has like a black belt in judo. But I think that if she tries to engage in the grappling, it's not going to end up good for her. And I think that she is actually going to try that in this fight. And that Jillian is going to be able to get the better of her in the grappling exchanges. And I think that Jillian is going to win by a submission in the 3rd round in this fight. Then there's Ricky Turcios versus Bernardo Sopage. And I think that I was originally going to pick Bernardo Sopage, but I think I'm going to lean towards Ricky Turcios. Bernardo Sopage did get knocked out badly by Vinicius Oliveira earlier this year. Like, that was a really bad knockout. Like, he was out cold. And he's very young in his career, and that's what I'm really worried about for him. Is he gonna be able to mentally get over that knockout? Because that was very brutal. And I think that, like Vinicius Oliveira, I think that Ricky Turcios is gonna be throwing a lot of kicks. He's gonna be pushing the pace. He does have good cardio. He is well-rounded. And I think that he is gonna get a decision win over a timid Bernardo Sopage. He does have good grappling, but so does Ricky Turcios. He nearly had a rear naked choke on Raul Rosas Jr. as well. Then we got Jerome Mearshart versus Reiner the Ritter. And I think that GM3 is going to win this fight. Jerome Mearshart, I think he's going to win this fight. I think he is a better grappler. I think he's got a lot of grappling experience, especially at the highest level in the UFC. These aren't guys who are in one championship, and we all know that the UFC has the best competition. And Jerome Mearshart, he's got like 29 submission wins, and his opponent, Reiner the Ritter, he has like 19 professional fights, so he's got 10 more submissions than Ritter has fights. And I think that's going to show in this fight. I think that Jerome Mearshart is going to be hard to submit for Reiner the Ritter. And on the feet, I don't really see too much that sends off from the Ritter to show me that he's potentially going to knock out or outstrike GM3. And I think I'm going to go with Jerome Mearshart winning this fight. I think he is going to be able to out-grapple the Ritter and, maybe even outstrike him on the feet, but I got him winning by decision. Also, he's been the more active fighter. The Ritter, he took some time off from MMA. I think that was because of one championship, and he mentioned that he came to the UFC to stay more active, but I think that GM3 has the momentum on his side and the experience on his side, and I think he's going to pull off a decision win here. Then we got the main event, which is Magny versus Carlos Prates, and I think that Carlos Prates is going to knock Magny out within 1 round. I think he's got a lot of knockout power, And Neil Magny did get knocked out like 3 months ago. It was like kind of a TKO, but he still got dropped bad by Michael Morales. And I think that, to be honest, this fight is a mismatch. I think that Carlos Prates is a way better striker than Neil Magny. First of all, he's got like some thunderous power in his hands. He's able to generate a lot of power in all his attacks, to be honest. And I think he's going to be able to hurt Neil Magny very early. I mean, and when it comes to the striking, I think he's got incredible defense. He's able to angle out whenever you pressure him. He's not just backing you up in like a straight line. He also does keep his hands up, which is very, very important in case, Neil Magny could clip him. This is MMA. Anything can happen. And it's 4-ounce gloves as well. But I could maybe see Neil Magny having some success with leg kicks. Carlos Prates, he's very relaxed in there. He's very calm. Maybe a bit like nonchalant, but even that might not even be too beneficial to Neil Magny. And when it comes to the grappling, I think that Carlos Prates is going to defend the takedown attempts of Neil Magny, keep it on the feet, and I think he's going to knock him out. And to be honest, I think that this guy is one of the best strikers currently in the welterweight division, and I think he's going to show that this Saturday. But let me know what you guys' predictions are down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and God bless.